Anantha Ramachandran.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem Pulido, and other council members. I'm here to really talk about an important electoral issue. It is the Senate Bill 415 that got passed by the California legislature, signed by Governor Brown, and it is law now. Basically, what the Senate Bill 415, I've given the copy of the bill. Probably some of you may be aware of that already. What Senate Bill 415 is asking us to do is, if any political subdivision whose election turnout, registered electoral turnout, is less than 25% of the last 4 general election turnout, average turnout, then the city who is having an off-cycle election should move their election dates to the general election cycle. So that is the law of the land, and there was an issue with that because whether it is applicable to the chartered cities or not was a question put before the Attorney General. If you turn this next page, you will see that on July 11th, the California Attorney General Javier Barrera has given the opinion that sb415 applies to charter cities and local school districts. So I'm here to request the council to take a look into that, because we need to move our general election from the off cycle to the general election cycle. Because 1994, we somehow changed our election cycle, disenfranchising a significant percentage of population of the residents who never come to vote. I don't know whether it was done by design or it was done by some other purposes, but it was a wrong decision at the time. But it is now the time to correct it, because it will give 2 advantages to the city. One, it will reduce the cost of our elections, because the county will run the election and we will be saving, I think, around $200,000 per election cycle. And then the second thing is, it will improve the voter turnout in our city and have more participation from our residents and increase democracy. So if you see on my 3rd page that I've given you, I have done the calculation for the city, analyzing the 4 previous election results and our current election results, and we are coming under the law. We have a deficit of 6.54% by the law. That means we have to conform to SB 415 and move our elections. So covered political subdivisions must start complying by January 1, or at the very least must adopt a written plan by the time to eventually change the regular election date by no later than November 8, 2022. So we have 2018, I think it is too early. Then we have 2020, and then we have 2022. We have to move our elections to one of those dates, period. And I want the council to take a decision and move it as early as possible. It may need some kind of adjustments or some kind of sacrifices within this council. I don't know what that is going to be. It is going to be the city clerk that has to come out with the options to be put in front of you. But I would request the council to take this matter very seriously and come out with a solution as early as possible. I would like to see our elections move to the general cycle by 2018, but I don't think that is possible. But at the very least, we should come up with a plan to move our elections to 2020. So please take a look at it and then hopefully we will have something on the agenda soon and move on this. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to